so I can keep creating things just for you. But for now, just come a little closer. I can always tell when you're standing behind me, you know. The air just feels warmer, heavier in the best way possible. Don't worry, you're not interrupting. Actually, I think I need you right now. Come here, pull up the observer's stool, move it right in close, next to mine. There we go, shoulder to shoulder. It's a bit cramped in here tonight, isn't it? Between the smell of the machine oil and the velvet trays everywhere, there's hardly room to breathe. But I've always liked it this way. It feels like our own little world, tucked away while the rest of the house is asleep. Why are you still awake anyway? Couldn't sleep? Or did you just want to see what I was obsessing over at 3 in the morning? Look here, under the glow of the lamp. I'm working on this 18-karat gold locket. It's incredibly delicate, and the gold is so soft tonight. It requires absolute, perfect focus. One slip of the graver and the whole piece is ruined. That's why I need you here. You have this way of being a calming presence, even when you aren't saying a word. You're becoming quite the silent apprentice, aren't you? My favorite distraction. I promise I'll let you go back to bed soon, but for now, just stay right here with me. Lean in a little more. I want you to see exactly what I'm doing. Stay very still, and let's see if we can finish this together. Just listen to the sound of the metal being cut. It's almost rhythmic, isn't it? Like a tiny heartbeat under my fingers. Hold your breath with me, just for a second, while I make this next mark. There. Perfect. Your warmth makes the metal feel even more pliable. Don't move an inch. I want to show you how the light catches the gold when I do this. Watch the way the light hits the edge of my graver. See how I've polished the tip to a mirror finish. That's the secret to what we call a bright cut. When the steel bites into the gold, it doesn't just scratch it, it peels it away in a single fluid motion, leaving a surface so smooth it reflects the light like a tiny hidden diamond. 18-karat gold is surprisingly soft, you know. Under a sharp enough tool, it feels almost like carving through cold butter. But that softness is dangerous. If my hand tremors, or if my breath isn't perfectly steady, the line will waver, and the gold will remember that mistake forever. Breathe with me for a moment, slow and deep. It's like stepping into another world, isn't it? Everything becomes so fast and detailed. Look at the gold dust scattered across the black velvet tray. Under the glow of this lamp, they don't look like scraps anymore. They look like a galaxy of fallen stars shimmering in the dark. It's getting quite warm in this little circle of light, isn't it? I can feel the heat radiating from the bulb and the warmth of your shoulder pressed against mine. It's a heavy, comfortable heat. It makes the rest of the room feel like it's faded away entirely, leaving nothing but us and this sliver of precious metal. I was thinking earlier about that old copper plate I found in the garden when we were children. Do you remember? I was so determined to be a master even back then. I took a rusted old screwdriver and spent hours trying to scratch our names into the metal. It was such a mess. The lines were jagged and ugly, and I ended up cutting my thumb instead of the plate. I remember crying because I wanted it to be beautiful, and you just sat there with me, cleaning the cut and telling me that it didn't matter what the letters looked like, as long as our names were there together. I've spent years perfecting my hands so I'd never make a messy mark again, but sometimes I think that clumsy copper plate was the most important thing I ever made. The skill has changed, but the reason I pick up the tool, that's stayed exactly the same. A locket like this is a very specific kind of creation. It's a secret keeper. Most jewelry is meant to be seen, to be flaunted, but a locket is designed to hide something away. It's a vessel for something too precious for the rest of the world to look at. A tiny photograph, a lock of hair, or perhaps a folded note with a promise written on it. It's meant to be worn right against the skin, catching the heat of the wearer's body, keeping that secret safe and warm. When I engrave the outside with these flowering vines, I'm really just building a beautiful fortress for whatever treasure will live inside. It makes me wonder, if you had something so precious you couldn't bear to let the world see it, would you trust me to build a place to keep it safe? I'm almost done with this side. Just a few more rhythmic cuts. Stay right here. Your stillness is exactly what I need to finish this perfectly. There. That's the last stroke for tonight. I'll set the graver down now. Can you hear that little clink against the workbench? My eyes are starting to play tricks on me in this light. Let me just rub them for a second. There. You're looking at me so intently. It makes my heart skip a little, having you this close while the rest of the world is so quiet. I want to show you something. I don't usually let anyone see this, but since you've been such a patient observer tonight, I think it's time. Look, I'm pulling this from beneath my everything I make. Did you know that? Every time I try to create something beautiful or lasting, I'm really just trying to capture the way I feel when you're standing right here beside me. That's the thing about engraving. It's so permanent. Once I cut into the gold, that mark is there forever. It can't be rubbed away. It can't be polished out. And it certainly can't be forgotten. It's a scar of light. That's how I feel about you. You've been etched into me, deeper than any steel tool could ever go. I like the idea of marking what belongs to me. It's a bit possessive, I suppose, but there's such a deep comfort in knowing your name is hidden right here, pressed against my chest, where no one else can ever see it. I feel this physical pull toward you, like a magnetic thread tied to my very soul. The closer you get, the stronger it tugs. I don't ever want to break that tension. I just want to stay right here in this golden circle with you, where the air is thick and warm, and the only thing that matters is the weight of this moment. Stay with me a little longer. I'm not ready to let this feeling go just yet. Let's put these tools away for now. The work is finished, and the night has grown so very thin. Can you hear that? The little clink, clink of the gravers as I tuck them back into their velvet-lined slots. It's like a tiny metallic lullaby, marking the end of our labor. I love the sound of the studio settling down. By the way, It's not just in the metal, it's in every breath I take. I can feel your breathing slowing down now, syncing up with mine. Your chest is rising and falling so steadily against me, and it's the most peaceful sound I've ever known. I'm just going to watch over you for a while. I'll be the guardian of your rest tonight. Just close your eyes and let the weight of the day melt away into the floor. You're safe. You're anchored. I'm resting my hand right over yours now. Do you feel the warmth of my palm against the back of your hand? I'm holding you steady, making sure you don't drift too far away while you dream. You belong right here in the quiet with me. Although, if you find yourself